Hi, this is Paul here, and can't be too loud, but I hope you can hear me. As I'm trying to keep somebody from waking up while I'm doing my voiceover in this. But as you can see, there are some complicated networks, and I call it a freeform style, or freeform, or ad hoc network tangle drawing. It uses hexagon-based branching, or a polygon shape to branch the chains of the network. So it's a little funky to do, but I'll try to explain it here. So let's get a new window, and I gotta set up real quick. Fill layers so it's not screeching into your eyeballs. Some mild background color, that maybe. And shouldn't matter what graphics program you use as long as it's approachable. What am I doing? And I'm an eraser for some reason. I don't know why. I don't recall picking an eraser. It's glitching on what is this? Because I'm on the wrong layer for part of it. Stupid setup. Get down to your layer. This is the layer I want. And am I doing the thing I want to do? Yeah. Okay. If I can see what I am doing. Yeah. And it might help. So first things first, to make your network, you're doing a chain. In most cases, the chain is just going to be diamonds. This is why it's ad hoc. You can do a lot with these little diamonds. It's pretty simple. So you make your chain, little diamonds. That's how you start it. Now there are two ways to end a chain. You can do a thing like this. It's just another diamond, but you can end a chain like this. So that's like the heart version, I want to say. And the other way to end a chain is to do it's like a little pie slice. And then you can, might be another way beyond this with all embellishments, but starting out, either end your chain with the heart diamond like this. Pardon my rough drawing, but I'm not used to doing a tablet because I haven't been practicing very much lately. So, or you end your chain with like this slice with a curve like that. Okay. So you have these two ways of ending it, one or two. And then you have your chain of diamonds. So what you do then is you fill in around your chains with little pie wedges, right? For lack of a better description. That's why it's like freeform, because you can just, you don't need any geometry tricks, so you can just kind of doodle like this. But if you know geometry tricks and you want to make it really super neat and clean looking, you're free to apply that skills. But this isn't about that. It's just about making knotwork designs, being creative with it. So, something like that. You fill in the pie wedges. Now you have a chain. Notice this one has two different ends, but you can embellish it however you want it. Either with the heart end or the wedge, the circular end. And you just do the outline. See, I kind of like to start with the negative space, but as you can see, it's becoming a knotwork type design, like so. Knotwork type design. See? And yeah, I haven't done too much art stuff, even my weird, stupid art stuff, because I'm kind of in the caretaker role now, and it kind of kills my opportunities to do creative stuff. So anytime I start getting flowing, my mom needs help or something, and I gotta help out and take care of her. She can't take care of herself anymore. And it really puts the kibosh on doing a lot of creative stuff. But it's what I gotta do, because nobody else in the family is stepping up to it. Hiring out healthcare is kind of hard to do on the level of money I have available. Available to the family, even. She was in a nursing home, but after the COVID thing hit and everything, the quality of care went to crap, so it's kind of been thrown onto my lap now, so that's why I haven't done too much creative stuff. And I did a goof here in the crossovers. I just noticed it. Crossovers going all the way there. But once you get the pattern, you start your crossovers and try not to mess up like I did. Crossovers, once you have them, you can just go like that. Doesn't matter which way you do them, as long as you're consistent. Which one goes over and which one goes under. So, and then you get knotwork. Of course, you can clean it up. You know, doodling on paper, it's a lot easier to keep things lined up. Smooth surface of the tablet, it's a little awkward. I said I've been out of practice. So. That's the start of it for the general idea. Now I'm going to delete that. And here's where the fun comes in with branching. So, you do your chain of diamonds. And there are different ways to branch the chain of diamonds. You can also change the direction. So you can have diamonds go like 90 degrees like this, right? Or you can, let's do this first. So fill in here and do pie wedges. Pie wedge. The chain can go up here. So, along with pie wedges. Pie wedge. A corner circle. And pie wedges. Notice in here, like where it changes, you fill in with the square. If you notice that on the inside. Wedges. See, now you have a corner. So this makes for a corner. I know it's really rough, but we'll get the general idea. You can do this. See, at work, you can do like a border pattern. See how that works? This is a corner. Let's say I didn't want a corner, I wanted to make a branching pattern. So I can erase this here. And now I can keep the chain down here. Instead of a corner, I'll not have a T. Fill in this inside, the inside of the corner area with the square, and do pie wedges. Pie wedge. Like that. Fill in with the pie wedge. Pie wedge, like so. Now you see I have a T crossing. So you can actually form letters with this technique because you don't have to make straight lines with these diamonds. You can gradually curve them. In some cases I will use guidelines. I'm not doing guidelines here, I'm just kind of eyeballing it. It's rough, but you can make wreaths, you can make curves, you know. You do not have to go a straight line. And then pie wedge, like I said, this is an ad hoc freeform method for doing it. So this is kind of establishing the negative space of it. So your pie wedges, and you can make them weird, stretched out. Stretch it out, but it's still a pie wedge. So it's got the angle on the one end and the curve on the other. And now it curves around, see? Once I go around the outside of it, I think there's one more in here. This one's a little narrower, but get the idea. And you can make wreaths like that. So go around curve. And with the, combined with that angle thing I just showed you, you can form different letters of the alphabet out of this kind of pattern. Embellish them, like the capitals on some of the old manuscripts, the illuminated manuscripts. I think they did stuff like this too. We can truncate there. And I don't know what I'm doing, but you know, it's like curvy. It doesn't have to be straight. But here's where the fun the thing is. I can do triangles. Now I can go to polygons, which I call n-gons because it's like number-sided polygon. That's the terminology that comes from graphics and stuff. I do other things like 3D modeling, and they refer to polygons as n-gons. So, but yeah, you can do a triangle, or you can do pentagons. We'll do a triangle here. So we are branching with a triangle. So now we have splitting off this way. We're going to split off this way. And you're coming in from this way. So erase that. But you can get an idea. And we can have a split in the pattern. So now we have branching patterns. And around the polygon here, generally you make like little square things. Rectangles, I guess. But they follow the form of the polygon, sort of, to fill in between the diamonds. Like so. So we're filling in between the diamonds. and you're doing your pie wedges around the rest, establish the negative space. If you're doing complex forms, it doesn't hurt to have construction lines for your little diamonds to follow as you're going around curves or whatever. But you see, it goes just like this, just like that, just like that. And you can go crazy with this. It's kind of cool. So if you know geometric construction methods and you want to guide it, go OCD on it, you can. But for me, I just kind of like freeform. Yeah, just freestyling it, like so. And so you know you get this like complicated pattern all over your page. And you don't even have to do the crisscrosses. You can leave it like a lace mesh or something, you know. If you want to do a lace work pattern where you just want the contrast of the outline and not have crisscrosses, you can do it like that too. But I think the crisscrosses look cool as well. So, now you have it going 3 different ways in this example. Go crossover, like that. See, next in here you got something really complicated. And that's kind of an idea how to do 3-way, but with N-gons you can also do polygons. So diamonds. Of course, diamonds can also be full crossings. So you can do crosses if you wanted. It's nothing to stop you, it's kind of just like the T but going off of both ends. And I will put a hexagon, just because. You might want to size them a little different to give yourself some wiggle room to work with. So like the more sides, you tend to go bigger. And I find if you get above 8 sides, it tends to work a little better if you start doing the curving of the diamonds instead to make like the wreath pattern and branch it from the wreath. But 8 or below, you can pretty much use the polygon. So for crossing, it's just like the side branches. It's just to give an idea. So we got wedges. And off the ends of the polygon, of course, you're going to have little things here. And you can just truncate it as an embellishment, or you can keep going and branch off and make all kinds of trippy, weird net like tangles and everything. And I mean, you can have fun with this stuff. You can go nuts. Let's see, branch off here. So I go here. So see, I have a hexagon in here. I'm just using it as a filler embellishment kind of thing, but you could have branched off these too if you wanted. squares in between, just like you do with the other crossings. Squares in between. Pie wedges. See how it works? You can go totally wild and make all kinds of weird, crazy patterns. And it's kind of really neat. We can just mess around. Branch off doesn't matter. You can actually just do the shape itself and make like snowflake patterns or stars or whatever. But you can also build up on it and make it part of some other design. You can branch them and you can use these for the ends to make like little pendants. Oh, where's my cursor? I lost track of it. There it is. Just keep filling in with pie wedges. It's so rough, but get the idea. Doing it on paper, pencil it in, make it a little bit neater than this, or if you're more used to using a tablet, if you give it a vector program and click it on with a mouse, Illustrator or something, it don't matter. Trace that. Line part. This is so rough, but doing it in early hours of the morning and quiet. Hopefully, the person I'm caring for doesn't wake up, so I can keep going. This is you want them to wake up in the morning, but see all the crossings and you can start. It's involved. There's a bug in my room. That sucker is getting in my face. How did it get in? I don't know where he came from, apparently. It's little flies. He got in from somewhere. I don't know if there's a hole in the wall or a hole in the screen. If they're coming on the cat, they're annoying and they get in my face. These are fruit flies. Maybe you came up with something and threw in the trash. Get over and under pattern, and doesn't matter which way you start it, but as long as you're consistent, see how it builds up. If you want, you can be more angular and spiky in the design too, but I like the flowing curves, like it's a rope or something. But some people like to do stuff like this and make it all sharp and pointy and kind of sort of gothic, or you call it, like, see some metal album art and stuff. I don't know what you call it. As you can see, you can do all kinds of funky stuff. Branch them off and if you wanted, you could make these branch instead. There's a diamond here. Stuff like that. been sloppy, but I get the idea. It's like that. You can do. Or you can just do little circular designs like this. These are kind of neat too. It says snowflakes and stuff. Polygons. Pentagon based one, and you go. The cherry blossom pattern or what? That's 5-sided thing. Is it the chrysanthemum or something? I think I've seen this somewhere before. It's a pattern like that. Put that in the door of your temple. The shrine where all the sages and monks line up, ring the giant bell. Little ninja guys running out and stuff. Whatever. Something like that. Make embellish it. Like it's made out of rope or something. This is so great right now. You know, funky stuff like that. Just random things like this one too. I'm screwing around now, huh? Doodling away. Doodling away. Oh, I'm getting sloppy with it. Tablet very slow bit. There we go. Let's make like little pendants or little flowers. Get weird network stuff going on. Oh. Something like this might be a little clumsy, but hey, it's... Make it like the part of the wizard staff or something, you know, like the tangles. You could put like the power gem inside of it, or whatever. So you can do cool stuff with this. You can have like the little spikes growing off of it, spiky things. And it goes into the knotted staff. Things like that. Isn't that cool? So you can do all kinds of creative. I mean, it's just But you get the idea. You can do this pattern. It's kind of cool. Or you can just go crazy and make like fill up a whole door or border of a wall or illustrated page. You know, border patterns. Funky stuff. Alright, well, enough of that. I'm gonna shut it down for now, so you get an idea of how complicated you can make it. Yeah. So there you go. That'll be it for now. But you can make all kinds of branching networks that go all over the place. You got the idea now. You can do it. Here.